What's up, guys? My name is Blake Moore, and welcome to More Finance, where we talk all things DoorDash, all things Uber Eats, and a little bit of stock market. And that's right, guys, I'm back.
I love you. I'm back.
Let's go. We got a DoorDash shift coming at you today. That's right, I said it, DoorDash shift. I am back on the DoorDash grind, and it feels good. It's been over a month now since I was suspended from DoorDash. So let me just backtrack a little bit for those of you who don't know. So about a month ago, on March 18th, I believe it was, is the day that I got an email from DoorDash saying that my account had been deactivated and I had been suspended from DoorDash. I had no idea what this was for. I had no idea why this was, and no matter how many times I reached out to DoorDash, I could never get an answer. I never could figure out why this happened and when my account was going to be reactivated. I can't disclose exactly what I did because I don't know if it falls under the DoorDash guidelines. I'm not quite sure, so I'm just not going to say it because I don't want to get deactivated again. But let's just say I figured out a way to get my account back up and running, and I'm able to DoorDash again. So that's really all that matters. And so today what I got for you guys is I'm doing a lunch shift, and I'm going to go through and kind of review some of the changes that have gone on in the past month that I've noticed, and just kind of compare and contrast last month's DoorDash versus the now DoorDash, because I think there's been some updates to it, and so I'm going to give you guys my feedback on that, and we're just going to go through the lunch shift and see what happens. I'm so glad to be back. Scout's happy. He's ready to get out there and DoorDash. I have not DoorDashed with him yet. It's just been Uber Eats. So yeah, I'm kind of just going to be going through, and we're going to just be hanging out for this 3-hour lunch shift that I'm doing, and then we're going to break everything down, going to give you my total review, and it's just going to be a fun time. And I can't say it enough. I'm so happy to be back. We got a lot of great DoorDash content coming. So with that said, I think this video deserves a like and a subscribe, considering I'm able to DoorDash again. So once you guys hit those two buttons, I say we get right into this video. So guys, we are just here. We are waiting for our gas to get filled up, and I just wanted to take you guys through some things that I've noticed that are different about the DoorDash app now. Right off the bat, I decided to go in, sign up for my shift, and right off the bat what I noticed was that you don't have to click that you have your hot bag and your card anymore. You just click that your phone's charged and that you have enough gas. So that was different. And then right off the bat, I got my first order, boom, right there, and takes me into this. And this is completely different. This was definitely not here before. Like, this whole map thing was not there a month ago. And so that's actually pretty cool that they have the directions in the app. Actually, instead of taking you to Apple Maps, it now just has it in the phone, just like Uber. So that's pretty cool, and really, that's a good thing. That's an improvement. Good job, DoorDash. You're not sucking as bad as I thought you would. Just kidding. DoorDash doesn't suck, but their customer service does. Let's just remember that. Anyway, I think my gas is done. We're spending $54. So let me go finish that, and then we can get started with this order. Alright guys, we just got done with our first order, and something I noticed again right after I got done with that order, when it took us back to the home screen, I noticed that the hotspots are now black instead of red. I don't know if that means anything, but that's just an observation I made, that they definitely changed that, and they changed the fonts of everything, and the whole app just kind of looks a lot more sleek. So I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far. Let's do a couple more orders, and I'll check back with you then. Well guys, we just got done with those two orders, and they ended up being worth $17 instead of the $13.50 that it showed. So I am noticing that DoorDash is still doing that, where they aren't completely transparent in how much you're making, and I've heard that's because they don't want people to just sit and wait for the biggest orders. They want to make it fair for everyone. So I kind of get why they do that and why they're still doing that, but that was a nice surprise, and we're making such good money right now. Like, DoorDash. This is just unexpected. We have another order and we just haven't had any dull moments so far, and I'm truly just surprised. That's the best word I can use, is I'm just surprised. And hopefully this continues. We got a little over a half hour left of this lunch shift, and then we're going to be breaking everything down. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you then. Alright guys, so this is the order I just picked up. Look how crazy this is. It's huge. This is the last order of the day, and we got all this food. I've never seen anything packaged like this. What the heck? Guys, this is just getting too ridiculous. Like, you want to talk about driving careful? Like, this stuff is going to spill. I'm not a very careful driver. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I like going fast, you know, like, but what kind of packaging is that? Like, who thought that was a good idea when you have to deliver food? This is the best way to do it. Like, come on, this sushi place, like, you really got to think with your head here. Like, this is just a spill waiting to happen, and that's just going to be bad for my car and for the customer. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I can make it there in one piece. Well guys, we made it. We dropped off that order without any spills, thankfully. And after I dropped it off, I was a little worried. I was like, man, all that work just for a $5 tip. But then she gave me $5 in cash too. Look at that. $10 tip for that. So we're going to add that on to our total. We're going to drive back home, and I'm going to break everything down for you guys, give you the complete review of my income and the complete review of the new DoorDash app. Well guys, we're back now, and I wanted to go over everything with you guys right now. So we're in the earnings tab of the DoorDash app, and as you guys can see, we DoorDashed for 2 hours and 23 minutes. That was our active time, and I wanted to bring that up because the dash time does say 3 hours and 1 minute, but we did take a 35-minute break, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but Scout is not with us anymore. So I took him home, and he's with my wife, so that's why that is what it is. And as you guys can see, we made $61.25 plus that $5 cash tip, so $66.25 in 2 hours and 25 minutes. And so we're going to take that 66.25 divided by 2.3, and we get $28.80 per hour. That's absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever made that kind of money doing DoorDash. Like, I'm not gonna lie right now, I don't think it's ever happened. So my review on the app in and of itself is amazing. Everything they've done to upgrade the app since I last dashed a month ago has just been phenomenal. The orders I was getting was way better, and I'm not even a top dasher anymore. So I was getting way better orders being not a top dasher than I was being a top dasher. I don't know if that has anything to do with the updates they've made or anything like that. I literally have no idea, but it was good to see that I was getting good orders the whole time. There was only 2 orders the entire time I had to decline. So that was a good sign right there. And another thing I noticed is that DoorDash must be getting busier, because before I was a top dasher, and yes, that was about a year ago, the times I had to schedule a shift were very slim. Like, you had to be on top of it all the time scheduling your shifts, or you weren't going to get one, and you're going to have to wait for it to be in the red for you to dash now. But I've noticed that now it's almost, you can dash whenever you want, anytime, without being a top dasher. Like, that's how busy it is. So that was a great improvement I've noticed, is that DoorDash is just getting busier. So it really doesn't matter if you're a top dasher, and you might as well sit and decline all orders that aren't good for you and decline any order that's not going to be worth your time. So that's a big change I've noticed as well, and a really good change that I've noticed. So overall, I would say DoorDash has made incredible improvements over the past month that I've noticed, and I've made about $10 an hour more than I did DoorDashing for 250 hours in 6 weeks. If you guys remember that video, I was averaging about $16 to $17 an hour a day, which is just garbage. Like, that's not even in the realm of what I want to make anymore. So now we'll see how this goes. I'm going to be doing a lot more DoorDash content, obviously, and we're going to see if this $28 an hour is a norm, or maybe it's just an outlier and we just happen to have a really good day today. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you got anything out of this video, entertainment, information, anything like that, make sure you hit that like button for me, and also hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my DoorDash content. Thank goodness I can finally say that now that I have DoorDash back. And with that said, thank you guys so much. As you guys know, you're the best subscribers in the entire world, and I'll see you guys next time.